But what I wanted to ask you was, I want to rewind though to the monetization part though, when it comes to what you're doing in the videos, because you were telling me what's blowing up right now for you. It's the like
photos. I mean, architecture photos essentially that are, slightly edited, and I don't know. It's just kind of connecting with community. It's specifically Pontiac shit though,
YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts work a hell of a lot better than my YouTube long forms. YouTube's algorithm's a little messed up right now though, and Shorts and long form subscribers don't really see the same content. So kind of interesting until they get that fixed. I'm not real sure if it's gonna do me much good there.
I get no views when I post a short on YouTube. Just like you're saying, I get 4.
Like 0?
No.
I mean, do you do hashtag shorts though? Because if you don't do hashtag shorts while wearing a pair of shorts, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can expect there, right?
No, I didn't know I had to hashtag shorts.
Oh, you have to. I mean, yeah. If you don't hashtag shorts, you're dead in water.
Why? I hashtag. It told me that I want to hashtag in like what the topic is of the.
I don't know. I hired this dude once upon a time to like make me famous on YouTube in like a month, guaranteed to add subscribers, and he told me I had to hashtag shorts and everything.
Are you for real?
He also
for real?
I mean, he also told me like all this stuff to do that was very common sense, but I guess that's how you make money, as like hey, I'm gonna sell you this service that doesn't really do anything if you know anything about anything. But I'm going to make money off you. But, like, I guarantee you that you're going to grow. But it's so vague that, like, if I gain 1 subscriber, technically I grew, so I can't get my money back. And, like, how do you not gain a subscriber in a month, right? So, like, how do I get my money back? I mean, technically I did grow. I gained, like, a couple subscribers. But, like, you didn't tell me anything I didn't already know, guy.
Andrew Tate. And that's what he's talking about. Da-da-da-da. Welcome to the Randy Savagery Show. Bam! Tell him who you are, bro, because I don't think we say
me?
That?
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my name's Christopher Hubble. Like the telescope, only spelled a little differently. I go by the name The Inked Agent as my real estate little tagline there, because I got some tattoos and sell houses and stuff.
Do you want some water?
I would love water. I mean, water's pretty cool.
All right. Keep him talking for a second. He's just so in his mode. It's so annoying me. Stop.
Do I need water?
You need to speak normal.
Can I pet the lizard?
Yeah. Can you pet the lizard?
Yeah.
That you can do. I don't care.
Wonderful.
Well, you're doing what you do for work, and I can feel it. You don't have to. What we were doing was the podcast.
Well, let's
earlier.
go.
All right.
You want to know who I was? I just told you who I was. Let's go.
All right.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, tell me what you guys think like is gonna happen with TikTok. I saw like a little bit like when they were doing the exchange. It's kind of funny. He's like, Mr. Beijing Chante. Like I thought it was funny. He's like, you're gonna tell us what are they doing over there with the views and how they're looking at them. Did you see it?
I mean, is it ever actually going to go anywhere? Are they just going to talk about how it's going to be shut down for the next like 4 years, and then it doesn't actually?
So really, what they're trying to do is like do another Patriots Act on the
this
internet.
dude's hit. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew
because they put out like this. It's supposed to be the TikTok ban, but it has nothing to do with TikTok. And everything to do with just giving them oversight over things and able to just cancel whatever they want on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. And then in the meantime, they're going to crash a bunch of trains off tracks everywhere to distract us and shit, right?
But no, they didn't need to crash them.
I mean, how many train crashes have there been like in the news recently?
There's 1,000 every year.
I know. I looked this up like a week or two ago and found out how many there are a year, and you never hear about it until this year.
Just in the news.
And now it's like the last 2 months, you're like, oh my God, there's been so many train crashes. But then when you look at history, it's like, wait, there's always this many train crashes. We just don't hear about it every minute of every day. Aren't you hot?
I am.
You look like a damn Smurf.
Drip is not easy, man. I'll tell you one thing. When you're a hype beast or if you're living that hype beast life for a day or whatever, you got to stick with it.
A hype beast?
Yeah. You know what that is?
What is a hype beast?
Let me drink some. I'm sorry. I can't get you water because I don't have a cup.
That's okay.
I wanted to say it.
I'm all right without water. I mean, it's like 1,000 degrees in here.
They would say it in the comments if I just never addressed it, though.
He's got a whole gallon of that shit, and he can't even share.
I can share it. I didn't know if you cared.
A drop with me? I can't drink after other people. I'm a real estate agent.
What's going on, dude? I guess I'll keep my water. Dude, why don't you say that? That was kind of whack.
Say what?
the whole thing with what it's like being a real estate agent, or how I said with my mom, like she can't say trans.
Dude, I mean, you saw my viral listing back in the day at the Birmingham condo, right? The whole like Santa Claus, sexy Mrs. Claus thing. I was dressed as Santa Claus in a morph suit, so like just like package
butt
like
out?
bulging out, like fucking
Yep, I
skin.
remember.
Yeah, and like I had a whole fiasco around that. I had realtors bashing me on national television. I was on Dave and Chuck the Freak, Channel 7, I believe. Like they did a whole story about it. But like the entire reason for that is because like real estate is this buttoned up industry that you've got to like be a certain way, and you can't say the wrong thing or else you're going to get canceled in a heartbeat. And like that's kind of where that went. I mean, the only reason that was on the news or on the radio was because it offended people and upset people, because it was a fair housing violation, because I don't really know why, because there was a white girl in the photos. I think it was more so that I was using sex appeal to try and sell a house, which is something that's used in every other industry for 100 years.
Forever.
But in real estate, you're not allowed to do that. I mean, it was a white girl, so like fair housing. I'm trying to sell this condo to specifically white girls with nice bodies. I don't fucking know. I mean, you didn't know what color the person in the Santa morph suit was. I mean, it was me, so I'm white also, but like it could have been a black guy. It could have been Randy.
It's true.
I mean, you don't know.
I don't know, and I don't even see color. But that is really interesting. It's wild. I see color. I'm kidding. But no, I mean, yeah. Let's say you could have got a nice black girl, or whatever. That could have covered you a little bit. See, here's my thing, though, bro. We all got to work in the constraints of like what they tell us, or you know what I mean?
But if I get a black girl, then like I'm selling this condo to black women.
That's great.
What about Latino women or white women? You
All
know,
right,
like
two lesbian,
I would have to
black
get
Latino.
like an all-inclusive. I'd have to have a whole party in that
No,
condo.
see,
you
with,
really
like,
don't,
all
though.
different
See, when you
You
do
really don't
that,
know.
though, you end up with Kamala Harris as the vice president.
When you keep doing all that, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, let's say he knows that controversy will get him the views that he wants. I don't know if that's true.
You know, my tagline was Metro Detroit's most controversial realtor for quite some time. I have since removed it from my social media platforms, but
Right.
controversy pays.
So if that's a part of the puzzle, like that should be counted in.
I was
And
never
we know-
good at puzzles, man.
Right. So why don't you do that? And you're like, all right, so I'm going to get a black girl to protect me. Black shield right now, BLM era. Maybe grab a gay Jew. You know what I'm saying. I'm saying you protect yourself with minorities, then it will make it harder for them to attack your idea.
So you want me to build a posse is what you're saying.
Just
Of
hire
mixed
an
race.
actor.
Of mixed race people.
I mean, I like this.
You build a posse, you're gonna.
So I'm not gonna be able to hire them, but I'll build a posse for free. They'll just like being in my presence so much. 'Cause
Okay.
I've got such a loud personality that like they'll just hang out with me and like
I
they'll
understand
just
what you're
follow
saying.
me in a circle and like they'll be here sitting on this couch.
Right.
The next time we shoot, you know.
Right. Do it that way.
Do you know any Latino women?
Sure, yeah. Pontiac.
I don't know, not a single one.
Shut up. You a liar. You just lying. But what were we talking about? What was that?
Real estate, but we can transition out of real estate
No,
anytime.
no,
I
it's
mean, that's
important. No, because I want you to do it. Yeah, why don't you get your idea off that's a little on the get in trouble side and protect yourself? I'm saying you're playing chess, bro. Don't you want to be a winner? Like, that's what I do on the YouTube thing. Like, I'll go on topics. Like, I know that flat earth is a little touchy, you know what I mean? But I also know that it's something we've done and we could do. And then I know ones that you'll say stuff, you know, and I'll literally won't even answer you. You'll be like, oh, you did that? And I'm like, so tomorrow, da-da-da-da-da. Because I know I've done certain things and they took my money away.
Yeah.
6 months. They're like, bye-bye.
Well, I mean, the way that I'm handling it now is, I mean, I think it works. It's just a matter of, I mean, kind of like you said, with having to, when somebody says shit about your content, having to go back and re-edit it to you know, appeal to a larger audience that's not gonna fucking bark down. I just dropped an F-bomb. Are we at that point of the
I literally
podcast yet?
swore like 3 seconds in.
Okay, cool. We're good then.
Didn't even
I
make it.
thought I just ruined everything for you, Randy.
I shouldn't have said it. No one should have said anything. Because then I brought it in the diaspora, but.
I mean, I've been holding off until that one. That one slipped, but I have been holding back on them until then.
But let's talk about metrics, right? Because I like metrics a lot. Because, like, you you seem to be focused on, all right, well, I can change to this thing. I'll still get my views, right? I am constantly thinking, how am I going to get a viral spike and then entertain, new viral spike? Because every single person that I've like in the entertainment business, see, that's I guess where this is different.
Yeah.
But every like comedian, every this, that, viral spikes are a part of their growth. Like I just watched a Lex Friedman podcast. He interviewed this white guy that he spent 28 years in the jungle now, right?
That was fire.
Yeah, bro. Did you hear? He was literally talking about that same concept, but I forgot the part where it was.
Viral spikes, though. I mean, so I've done a couple of them. I've had a couple of them. We had the Poppleton Place condo, which was the Sexy Mrs. Claus one. That was virality for sure. I mean, that was on Channel 7. It was on Dave and Chuck the Freak, and Zillow had like a ridiculous amount of views on it. And then I had did you see the 666 house that I listed?
Yeah.
So yeah, the 666 house. So the address was 666 Westbrook. And I did essentially, it was the house, I mean, damn near needed to be demolished. It was pretty rough. Needed a new roof. I mean, the basement had water in it. It needed a full remodel.
saying
And
it's
it was
hell.
in Pontiac.
It's
And-
hell, huh?
right? So me and my buddy Eric went in and we essentially staged a haunted house, and we made a YouTube video that essentially made this house appear to be haunted. And the listing photos of that had like ghosts in the listing photos, and that went viral as well. But as far as virality goes, like I've only been able to find virality with like my photograph posts. So like with photos that end up on Zillow, because that's what ends up getting more attention are the photos. But like the video that I made for that, which was one of the coolest videos I've made to date, that didn't go viral. That only had like 500 views on YouTube, but you put this generic photo that's got some ghosties in it on Zillow and the entire world can see it that way.
That's
Whereas
true.
like my YouTube channel, because I haven't caught the algorithm, all these people don't know anything about it. And although the video was 100 times cooler than the Zillow post, nobody knows. And nobody will ever know.
Yeah. So the Amazonian guy, he blew up off of one post. So he decided to videotape himself because I guess they set elephants on fire or something crazy, right? And he's tired of putting these fires out. So he videotaped himself freaking out, right? He posts it. He goes to bed. But he spills tea is what I'm trying to say. What he said was, I woke up, and this dude's in the Amazon. He's not into it. He said, I woke up. He said, CNN texted me. Fox texted me. He's like, they said call a number. So if you're going viral to the point where you're going to like, what's it called? Like break through the velocity, right? Those
Escape.
are yeah.
Escape velocity.
Yeah. That's how you got to go. You got to do that. So I feel like I have to try to plan those, which obviously no one can do perfectly. But I'm saying, I look over my trends where I've had my biggest spikes, what people seem to respond the most to, and I tried to make like a new copy of it.
Yeah.
Like a new funny little thing.
I mean, what is yours? So from my standpoint, I feel like yours is because the shit you talk about is controversial as fuck. That like that's how you get a lot of your views. Is that kind of what you see from like your metrics? It's like controversial shit.
Yeah, but then what? But here's the thing: it's like half people are there because they hate me because of controversy.
Yeah.
But then there's a whole other half, which is a lot of people that love me.
Well, I mean, you put your authentic self out in the world, and you're gonna have haters and you're gonna have people that connect with you, and that's that. But like the fact that you're putting your authentic self out there gives the people to love you something to love. Whereas a lot of people are putting on this, face mask every day and walking around being who the world wants them to be, and it's hard to really connect with somebody that's, not being themselves. So I think that's like a lot of people just go through life like, everyone's cool with me and they don't have haters, but they also don't have those people that are diehard fans of them, And
Yeah.
I think that's what you've discovered. You have those diehard fans, but you also have haters, but that's because you're being you,
Yeah. I'm just saying that like, so the haters, if they were real haters, like thumbs down, mad face, that does not help you. I don't know if you know that. Like on Facebook specifically,
It doesn't do anything.
yeah, they just block you out. Like it's not good though. So that's why it's bad. I'm saying like, it's not helping you. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't help.
I mean, technically it's engagement.
Not for your algorithm, not for your
No?
money, not for,
No.
they block it out. That's what he literally does because he doesn't want meanness in the. I don't know. I heard him talk about it. It's retarded.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I love about social media are the haters that don't necessarily, you know, mad face your post, but sit there and comment and tell you how much they hate you.
Oh, that definitely
and then
boosts
you
it.
just respond to them, and then after you go back and forth for like 20 minutes, you realize, like you say this to them, you realize with every response you're giving me, that's engagement that's helping this post go further, and then they continue to respond and hate you. And it's like this entire time, you're just helping the algorithm put me in front of more people because you're commenting on my post over and over and over.
It helps even more if you have like someone else arguing with them.
Oh yeah.
My ex used to be really good at that. She would, anytime like somebody would say some negative shit on my post, instead of like me responding to it, she would just tell me to like send her it, and she was really good. She would like go research their profile in like 5 minutes and like just find the thing that like hits home and like stabs them like deep.
So you don't have that no more?
I mean, I still could if I wanted to. I mean, I could still like have her do that for me, but
That's what I use my group for.
Yeah.
Like my Facebook group, that's what it's for.
how big is your Facebook group now?
I think I only got like 400 people or
I
something.
mean, that's 400 people though, and like that's 400 people that like, you know, actually like
They're in it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
they're in it. I have active admins and like you said, dude, like if I know I'm doing something hard controversial, I know the single moms are going to come at me, but it's good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And literally they've came at me so hard into me fucking them. That's
Like
how
lit-
much
like
they really love
literally?
me. Oh yeah. For sure. So I'm saying like that's how much a hater really hates, at least around where we are and whatever. But that whole thing I think is really important because that was free. It didn't cost me a dime
Yeah.
to make that group. And all those, well, I knew all those people in real life first though. Not all of them because their cousins came on.
yeah.
But dude,
I mean-
they do so much work that would cost me so much money.
Yeah, and that's something that you've mentioned this like time and time again to me that
I
I,
tell you the
need
same
to
thing
start doing.
always.
Like start a Patreon and start a group like that. And like realistically, so we're sitting here saying this, and I've been doing like all this shit about Pontiac lately. And like realistically, I need to just start a Pontiac group, you know, where it's got like all these Pontiac supporters. And I mean that group would grow tremendously fast, and it would be like a ton of people that if they constantly see me doing all this Pontiac shit are going to support me through and through. But you know, all of this is just registering as we're sitting here, so I'm probably going to go home and make said group, and then maybe I'll ask you how to make a Patreon, because I know literally nothing about Patreon.
But why don't you ever listen when I tell you?
I don't know.
Let's talk about it though.
Let's
It's
talk
okay.
about it.
I just wonder sometimes, like because I love his content, so
So-
I'll give him tea and he just won't even listen.
So but the thing is like, you and a select few people tell me how great I am.
Yeah.
But like the algorithm and like the greater majority of the world don't show me that. So it's hard to really like feel like
Because it's more than content.
like it's hard to feel like I can make a Patreon because like I don't feel there's enough people that like give a shit.
There
you know?
isn't yet.
But
you gotta
like
make it.
but I've been trying.
You plant the seeds and they grow, bro.
Well, teach me how to make a Patreon and I'll make a Patreon.
Okay, dude.
All right?
But I like the philosophy more. I'm saying when I tell you though, what do you think it is inside of you where you're like, because I know you see my stuff. You're like, he's doing things right
Yeah.
when I tell you. But is it just that you're really busy, or is it that you just think I'm such garbage? I'm not even gonna try.
No, so
you're not garbage.
up until like recently, it was a lot to do with busyness. But the real estate market, if you haven't noticed, has like died quite a bit in the last year. It's not what the media is portraying. Like we're not seeing a real estate crash or anything like that, but it's slowed down a lot. So I have a lot more time now than I did like when we last met, kind of thing. But at the end of the day, a lot of it is just like, yeah, like, I mean, I spend hours and hours and hours making these videos, and then I post it and it's seen by 37 people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's deflating. The one thing I've always listened to you about is the don't stop. And I did for a while up until recently. I'm sure you noticed that I stopped making content for like a couple months, you know?
Yeah.
And it's when
Well, I
that
saw you-
happens, it's discouragement. You know, I spend hours upon hours of making videos and like have opportunities. I mean, I had an opportunity where I was supposed to be opening a full-blown like media company, and my financial backer pulled out after he already gave us the go ahead. And like I wasted like a month to 2 months of my time, like planning and developing this. And that was like time that I wasn't really focused on real estate because I was doing this. And I mean, it left me in a position where like financially it kind of fucked me, you know?
Okay.
And then I ended up in a position where it's like, okay, I'm financially fucked. I just like took my foot off the gas here so much that like all of a sudden it's like you start getting in your own head and then you fucking fall into a depression and like stop producing because you're like, well, I mean, what I'm doing doesn't matter anyways. Nobody's seeing it. I'm spending 40 hours a week editing videos and it's seen by 125 people. Like, what's the point? And then it was like, okay, well, now all of a sudden I'm like slower than I've ever been.
And you lost money.
And it's because I stopped making content because like that is what was feeding everything. But like when you're only getting a couple views here and there, it's hard to see that in the moment. But like since I started going again, I mean, I've been like as hard as I can go, you know? I mean, like the last 2-3 weeks that I've been like consistently making videos, it's probably been a month. So like for the past month that I've been consistently making videos again, like that's all I'm fucking doing is like making videos and like doing it as often as I can and like trying to get out more than one YouTube video a week. And like in that time, it's starting to grow and you're starting to actually see shit there. But it's like when you build up that consistency and then you take your foot off the gas and then you start building, it's just like, it doesn't work like that. Like if you're not consistent throughout, you're fucked. And I feel like that's the mistake I keep making, whereas you've kind of just continued, you know?
Steady.
Yeah, steady.
But you make quick killer content, and maybe you could work on having a more balanced behaviors. Because it sounds to me like you went in, you're like, I'm about to have this media thing, so then you left off on your real estate, right? But I think instead of using full emotion like this, because I'm full emotion, bro. This is what I literally live like this. So I come to him. And I'll bring my emotional idea to him, and then he'll give me his analytical answer. No, it's great though.
Yeah.
I've done that for so many years with him specifically. Like, I don't feel like it hurts my feelings or nothing like that. I'm there to get that, and then it makes me usually choose somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
and that's why I feel like we've had good success.
Yeah, I mean. So I guess to go along with that, the time that I stopped producing was also when I lost my videographer, who you knew, I mean, who made like killer content.
R.I.P.
And that was also like the same time that everything else happened. Like the media company that I was going to start was me, him, and another partner, and the other partner was the financial backer. And when that all fell apart, that was when he went and got a big boy job, which meant I lost my videographer, which meant I had to start doing it myself again, which I'm plenty capable of, not to the same level that he is, but it also meant that I had to take more time away from real estate in order to do that. And then it was just like, okay, well, instead I'm going to do nothing and sit here and just like hope and pray that real estate falls in my lap, but I'm not going to produce content because that takes time that I don't have, yet I do have, you know?
Yeah, why don't you? So all I'm trying to tell you is like, you have to, the way I do it is I just choose times, dude. Like I say today, I'm willing to dedicate 3 hours to editing videos.
Yeah.
And I start a timer when I'm editing when it goes off, I don't edit any more videos.
Yeah.
And then like that way, cause I'm so emotional. But that way, I know, okay, I can go to sleep now because I leave my emotion out at this point. You know what I mean? I'll hit him up. Dude, I want to do this guy. Can we do it? 9:30 today? Da-da-da-da. That's me, bro.
Yeah.
Same crap. He goes, no.
That's my day today. I probably should have called you today because, you know, like today I was like, so I met with Quentin Hines, who's the owner of Jefferson Junior High School in Pontiac. He also happens to be a Super Bowl winning NFL player. He was a running back with the Patriots. With the Patriots when they won the Super Bowl in 2018. I'm not an NFL guy, so I don't know much about him, but you know, so I met with him, toured this school, and then like the entire day after that has just been like going around shaking hands with people. I mean, I just keep like ending up in a situation where I'm going to go meet this dude of Pontiac and talk to him about a video, and I'm going to go talk to this guy about a possible video, and then this guy with a possible video, and I scheduled like 3 different videos today, and I don't know what the fuck I'm making videos with these people about. But I went and got all emotional with all these different people and scheduled all this stuff.
But you're supposed to do one, and then maybe
a
day and one.
We'll pull it off. I'm back in video editing mode. We'll make it happen. But it probably should have like, you know, like
But you don't pull it off. You just said that.
No, but I will. I'm back.
I mean,
and,
you're pulling everything off.
I'm back and they'll like, let's fucking just edit some shit and throw some shit out. I mean, I'm getting 3 videos a week out right now. I've never gotten 3 videos a week out. Like, I mean, I'm making way more than I've ever made in the past.
Let's pretend it's not you. Say it as if it's another person. Continue.
Oh yeah, my producer is making so much content on a weekly basis.
No, for real, do it. Talk as if you're talking to another person.
Yeah, so my producer's putting out content after content. I mean, three YouTube videos a week.
He's making 3?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, making 3 YouTube videos a week because, we're on top of the freaking world.
But then what about, like, how is he doing on the real estate balance side? What I'm saying is, this guy's your employee. This is your employee. And he's making those videos for you. He's doing 3 a week again, right?
Yeah.
And then, aren't you concerned about how he's doing on the other side? Like, aren't you just when it's not you and it's your employee, don't you kind of just want him to do both of the workloads equally so it can get done correctly?
You'd like to balance the equation is what you're getting at here, right?
When we talk about it as ourselves, it's too hypercritical to even be knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And when someone starts I'm telling you, like, when you do that, you're like, oh, this is an employee, da-da-da. It makes it easy to be analytical.
Randy, I'm gonna have to put this on paper. I'm gonna have to 4th step this.
Paper?
I'm gonna have to 4th step this. We're gonna do a thorough 4th step here. I'm probably gonna get shit for mentioning AA in a podcast though because traditions. Fuck.
Exactly.
Fuck.
No, what's so funny? I was so removed from that when he said paper. I thought he means like writing notes. I was like, it's recorded.
No, I'm gonna have to put it on paper, and then I'm gonna have to like find someone to talk about it with.
Yeah.
But
that's what's so funny that you even say that. That's, I think, why I'm so good at podcasting. I use their tactics, and I just do that in conversation.
Yeah, a lot of the shit, like, in my life that I'm good at now is 100% because of that, Like, it's just kind of what, like, I've learned to live differently, and it's definitely benefited me in that sort of way. But, yeah, I mean, like you're saying, what you were just breaking down is essentially, like, when you have thoughts and ideas going on in your head or like your life is going on in your head, you can never see it for what it is. I mean, you're always going to have like a twisted view of it, but yet when somebody else is looking at it, they can tell you, what's actually fucking going on.
But you can look at it as not you.
Yeah.
We're human. Like, human is so powerful.
But do you even realize how confused you just made me trying to think that I was talking and it wasn't me? I was like, did you see what happened inside my brain?
You went actor mode.
It tied itself in a knot.
Producer.
It tied itself in a knot, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on right now. Like, what's he getting at?
But that's why I feel like he'd kill like skit comedy. He's like so actor animated, but like that's like his go when he's like emotionally too aroused, he'll be like, which is great.
Are you saying? Do you think I talk too fast?
No, I think when you're calm in your emotions, you're an amazing smooth talker.
When in the fuck am I calm?
Right before we started,
yeah,
you were killing it.
Yeah,
I mean, if we would have had that recorded.
Woo.
I mean, this guy was sly.
Ooh.
I mean, he was hitting us with, he's like, oh man, you should have did this, hitting this fact. Did you guys hear about this? He's like, let's talk about this. It was wild, bro.
So, I mean, why don't you bring up all those topics that, we were talking about beforehand?
All right. You want to talk about Donald Trump?
What is there?
Yeah.
What is there to talk about Donald? I mean, indicted
Did he get
on
arrested?
34, 30. I mean,
Yeah.
white collar arrested. I think
that's what I heard. But
were there any handcuffs or like any? There's a mugshot, wasn't there?
no, but it's possible.
No?
Isn't it a
They may
possible?
have took a mugshot.
Yeah, I mean, he was
But we
probably
didn't get
like
to see a
suit and
mugshot.
tie mugshot,
There's
but
just
like
there's a picture of him in court.
This means
So-
they proved it though, OZ, doesn't it? Me and
No.
you just talked about.
I mean,
it.
no,
So
he
how'd they get
was-
him?
he
How
was
did they
just
arrest
a-
him?
He's arrested. They still have to prove it. He's got to go.
yeah,
through
I mean,
court.
he's
But remember when me and you were talking that they were in that discrepancy. They have to pay where the funds came from. Was it his personal funds or was it the?
So check it out. So my understanding, this is a pretty weak case because they wanted to upgrade it to a felony because it's really a misdemeanor. And to upgrade it to a felony, essentially he has to like admit on stand that he was doing exactly what they were saying.
So he's not arrested on the felony. He is right now.
He's arrested like when you get picked up.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they had evidence when we got picked up. So
They have some evidence for him, but the evidence they have really is like a misdemeanor, and they're trying to turn it into a felony.
But how many misdemeanor counts?
This is what's going on.
Because they have what 34 counts.
Yeah, it's just because that's how many times she got paid.
Exactly.
It's just all
it wasn't, and it
installments.
wasn't just her though, right? It was like
No,
doorman.
it's just her. That's all this case is. No,
I thought it was doormen and like other people involved
That's
as
not
well.
in the case at all.
No,
No, it's just about the money to her. It's just $420,000 or something like that.
But here's the kicker, dog. The reason it's illegal is because most likely he paid out of his own personal funds when he wrote on his taxes.
Nope, taxes are not a part of the case at
So
all.
what is it that he claimed to the government? He said that it came from the funds of the Donald Trump campaign money.
Yeah, so that's what, before they opened the files, which is what they did today or whatever, that's what everybody thought. In fact, even the FBI said it, but it's not in there at all. The charges.
not in there?
That part's not in it.
So wasn't the charge something to do with the fact that he misled like American voters in the 2016 election because of these?
Yes, so essentially this is what he has to
making
admit.
bad news go away for himself.
He has to admit that he was trying to sway the American public and not. But his defense right now, as I am hearing, is that it's actually the defense of shaming his family. So they have to prove
that he shamed his family?
his intent.
Okay. Are they trying to get him on voter fraud or just the
No. The
messing
voter
with the
fraud's
election?
going to come later.
That's
January
what is
6th is going to
some-
come
So
later.
totally
no.
different.
So this is still what he's talking about. It's not.
Yeah,
the-
that's what the Stormy Daniels
charges,
is about.
yeah.
It's about the election.
They're trying to make
It's not the
bad
voter fraud
news
one.
that like something that was bad against him go away prior to the election, which essentially would persuade somebody how they're gonna. I mean, if they didn't have
I know
all
what
of
you're
the
saying.
facts,
That will never happen. It was all in the news.
This is the weakest case. That's what the weirdest thing
Okay,
is.
so
They
I-
have
that
3 other
part.
cases.
I mean-
and this is the weak one.
All they need to do is show a transaction for that low piece, though. Like, I'm not saying they have it, but we all know that somewhere everything's there's some.
They have the transactions. That's not the. It's you have to prove the intent. If his intent was to not have shame for his family, 100% legal.
and that's the thing is how do you prove somebody's intent
Exactly. So he
without
has to
them
go
saying
on
it?
the
Yeah,
stand
like
and say I was trying to rig the election.
yeah. I mean,
that's
how do you prove intent?
That's why this
you
is
know?
the weak case.
So
Like,
why did Ben Shapiro say that? Because that makes
The
me so
tax part?
confused.
The tax thing?
No, not the tax
because
part.
everybody did think the tax thing because they were alluding to it, but it's not in there.
He said that if he spent the money from his own money, he's cooked. Because he reported, he didn't. Now, can they prove that?
No, I'm saying that part's not in it at all.
Oh, you're saying
That is not a part of the case.
Nothing at all.
Nope, that was just something everyone thought. Because
Oh my goodness!
yeah, because once they opened the files today, it has nothing to do with that.
They can't prove intent without conspiracy or something. How are you gonna prove that? It's in his head.
He has to go up there and say it. That's what
Awesome.
I'm saying. That's
It's
why,
like trying to prove murder
that's
without
why
a body,
this is the
right?
weakest case. Like they have 3 other cases, and this is the weakest one.
Okay.
The strongest one's the classified document, but I don't know if they're going to do anything because Biden got caught with them too.
He did. He
Right
did.
after,
Yeah.
in his garage, wasn't even like secured.
I mean, we're pretty much fucked either way, right?
I love this country so much. I'll tell you that much. I really do. It's one of the only places you get liquid death. And liquid death keeps me hydrated. Liquid death keeps me happy. And if you guys are thirsty, what you need to do is stop getting your liquid death if you drink it. If you don't, you need to. Stop getting it at the gas station. What you need to do is go online. And you need to use my promo code down in the show notes. All right, so sorry, dude.
You're good. I love it.
I know he's slick with it. He slides right into it.
Yeah.
No warning, nothing, man.
Oh, the warning is the.
You call me so.
I don't know why people are doing that now. That's a new thing. Plug. Time to do plugs. It's like. I go skip.
It's funny because I see the warnings because I do these with him. I see it coming right before he snaps into it. I'm like, here comes the ad.
Yeah.
So now, as far as your sponsorships go, like, did Liquid Death approach you out of the blue? Like,
No.
how does this work? Like, you just send emails out to like thousands of companies and you got like one response?
Yeah, but also listening to Joe Rogan today, he said you don't do that when it comes to the comedians. I was about to, so I should listen to him though, right? They're comedians. Okay.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
So it's different online. That's just the thing.
I think you should probably just toss it in Chat GPT. Find out how artificial intelligence would handle the situation. You know,
We
what's-
do
you
that
know what's-
all the time here.
Do
It's
you?
too moderated though.
Yeah.
So you know what I found very useful with that shit? Having AI write scripts for videos for you. Doesn't do a great job, but it'll give you a baseline that you can tweak and make an entire video out of, and it saves you so much time.
Brother, welcome to the dome.
What's that?
Do
You
that.
use the new one?
The
4?
Chat GPT 4? No, is it available
pay.
yet
You
without
have to
paying?
pay.
Yeah, that's what I
The
thought
old
last
one
time I
works
checked.
fine for what he
What?
just said. Yeah, I'll rip them all day.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's been part of how I've been able to like make more YouTube videos lately, is because the scripting is what takes most of the time. You know, like making the content, like sitting in front
like
of a
a 10
camera
minute
recording it
yeah,
is
it's a
a
10
very
minute thing.
fast process. Like it's the idea and the content behind it that takes a long time. So it's like you come up with an idea, or even what I found, like I've been able to just toss in like, make me a funny real estate reel, and the thing will like actually come up with something that like I laugh at, you know? And
Oh,
it's
you
like,
do that?
like, no, it's creative. Like, it's got creativity, man. Like, some of the skits. Did you see the skit where I was wearing a woman's wig?
Yeah.
That was artificial intelligence that
Dang.
wrote that script.
All right, don't talk about them no more. Then let's cut that. I'm not cutting that. We keeping it, but that's cool. That's cool. That is cool. What I thought, I don't do that. By the way, I've never done that. What I thought you meant is what I use it for is to write my SEO description.
Okay, I do that as well.
Okay, yeah. That's right. I've not
No,
done
so I feel like it doesn't do a great job with titles of videos. I've done it for titles, and I feel like the titles always end up being too lengthy, and it just doesn't perform well. But yeah, descriptions, I always have to tweak it.
Why would you choose the title though? Oh, you're just testing it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it knows a effective YouTube title better than I do.
But do
and
you
it
use vidIQ though?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and half the time though, the vidIQ stuff that it recommends, I feel like everything is just too lengthy. They get too descriptive in their titles, and I feel like
but dude, you just shorten it.
yeah,
See,
but
that's
like
the thing. Have you learned? Are you good with it? You sweet with it right now?
with what?
That app? Are you sweet with all the like? Do you know that-
vidIQ?
Yes.
No, I mean I don't use it like nearly to what I could be. But I've had it for a while.
So
I
what
mean, I use it for like the tags. I make sure that I'm like optimizing as much as I can. So generally before I post a video, I mean, I've got like 100 out of 100 or like at least an 80 out of 100 on like the SEO score or not the SEO, the vidIQ score, not the performance, because you don't know that until after you post it, you know? But like the ranked tags and stuff like that, and like the triple keywords.
So
like,
you
I mean,
just have an issue with the title? A title's so small.
Well, no, I was just saying how like the AI is not very
It
effective
is,
at
though.
the
You just have to
titles.
go- It is. It is. I disagree. So listen, you know you can't go past 60, right? You can't go past 60 characters.
So I'm talking about Chat GPT though, not like
I
the
don't
AI that's built into vidIQ.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So vidIQ will recommend, AI recommends titles.
And they're too long, right?
Yeah, generally, but that does much better. Like I'm talking about when I actually put in, write me a YouTube title for a YouTube video about this into Chat GPT. That's what I'm talking about, is generally spit something out that's like, I can do better. But vidIQ, I basically generally will put in whatever title I want to name the video, and then I'll look at all the recommendations, and if it's something that I think, hey, that's going to perform better, or that looks better from like, hey, I'm scrolling down a list, and that's the title that would make me click this. That's kind of where I use that.
So with ChatGPT, have you clicked it down to just 60 characters and then use that as the title?
No, but I could.
See, these are the things I'm trying to say.
You can fine tune like a lot. Like with ChatGPT, you can just keep giving it like rules and restrictions, and it like actually like adapts to that. And that's
you don't
pretty
know if
cool.
it was good already, because if you go over 60, you're breaking an SEO rule that you as a human needs to know.
Yeah.
Not them.
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, and it's also from a standpoint of like you looking at it. I mean, anything that you put past that 60th character is not really seen until you click into the video as well. So like for a Pontiac video, if I'm making a Pontiac video and it's like discovering the rich history of Pontiac, Michigan, and like the word Pontiac is after the 60th character, like the person going to that video has no idea it's anything about the city they live in until they click into it. So they're probably not going to click into it, you know?
Oh my God,
But
he
I mean,
knows.
like you said, like that's
If
for
he
me to
knows,
know,
he
not
knows.
AI. But you know, I mean, you've always known that I know metrics pretty damn well.
You
I mean,
knew
that's kinda
SEO
like,
before me.
Yeah,
That stuff you knew.
Well, I mean, I learned. Have I told you like the whole Facebook course I took back in the day? Like I helped a dude from Australia essentially design a Facebook course where he went super in depth on everything there is to know about Facebook, and I was like his beta tester.
It's really important in this area. You can't go into certain details that will give people like the keys to get it, though. I'm just saying that right now.
I mean, we don't have long enough period of time to speak in this video to even like break the surface of like analytics of any fucking algorithm, you know?
No, that's not true. I could give people tea that would lower my like I know like that who's that thing? What that Backwoods and Bonfire thing? If I gave his info out right now, I'd be really screwing myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying when we go into these rounds, I'd like to talk about this. It's actually great for SEO. I noticed that no one ever gives away the keys though. So I'm not doing it either. I noticed that podcasters will be like, oh, and then my agent, and they'll be like, Ash, and they'll stop.
They'll always charge you for those secrets, and then the secrets they give you are everything that you find on the internet for free anyways.
I can't find it for free. Where is it for free?
They're not actual secrets that they give away. So, I mean, maybe there are other secrets that they just don't give away.
Wait. That's really
I think that's what we're talking about.
Wait, hold on. You're
what
saying...
what are these secrets? I want to know the secrets.
Time out. So you're saying you'll click one of those YouTube things, and it'll be all BS. I agree. And what you're also saying is then you'll just go look it up on your own, and you still can't find it because Google just put sponsor.
Oh, no, not so much that. So, like, I'm coming from a standpoint of somebody who's actually paid money to somebody that was, I mean, we were talking about it, guaranteed to grow on YouTube in 30 days. You know, I've done that. And what I found is, like, he has direct communication with you, or says he's got direct communication. I'm sure it's an assistant, you know?
Yeah.
And this is somebody who probably makes a decent amount of money off YouTube. He's got millions of followers, whatever, subscribers, whatever. But everything he told me as advice, like he would analyze all the videos, he'd look at the videos, and then he would like tell me what to do next. And it was like everything he said I was already doing. He's like, you know, this one performed very well. So like make another video just like that. And it's like,
you were with a scammer. And what I'm trying to tell you, that's why I said because I'm not giving out no real info. And most people, there's only scammers.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like the real secret, I don't think anybody like,
oh, you're saying it doesn't
gives
exist?
away, you know? Like, because everyone that's out there selling, like, the secret to growing on social media, they're not a secret. That's what I was saying. Is like everything that they're selling is very easy to find online. It's very easy to learn yourself without paying them. And that's something I learned the hard way. Luckily, it wasn't like too expensive or anything. But like, you don't need these secrets that people are selling you because it's nothing, you know?
You can't get specific contacts unless you pay money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you pay money, though.
Sometimes you're right.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying, though. I just didn't want you to say any of those things. Only in the realm of SEO stuff. Like, bro, you know how you paid that money? You know there's ones that you pay are real.
If I knew the secrets, though, to tell anybody the secrets, I think my following would be a little bigger than it is, right?
I mean, you have many viral moments. What are you talking about? Like, if I were to show, and I'm going to, if I pull his stuff up, it's movie quality. Like, I don't have the answer for you why people don't flock exactly.
It doesn't make sense, does it? I know the quality of like a lot of the stuff that I've put out is like better than most of what's on the internet.
But you don't.
It's like because quality's not what
it's
viral.
and that's kind of what me and you were talking about.
It could
before,
be quality, but that's not the determining.
It's like
factor.
Until you catch the algorithm, until like they see you, the quality doesn't matter. Like that's. Realistically, like the fact that like we used to spend so much time editing the videos, that's kind of what I was talking about before. Like we'd put 20 hours into each video and it didn't do any better than if we would have put 2 hours into it, because until you're seen, like the quality doesn't really matter. I mean, if you have an acceptable quality, which can be produced with an iPhone and like a very inexpensive microphone, the quality doesn't matter that much. Like it's more about getting the quantity out there, in my opinion, and like getting enough content out there that, you know, people start to notice you. And then once you get noticed, like you, then quality, ramping up quality. I mean, your story is exactly that. When we first talked, I mean,
so bad.
Quite frankly, the quality of your shit was garbage.
I know.
Like, I don't know if I ever told you that, but it was. No,
I know.
It was terrible. And
I go
like,
back.
And you were still big. Like
Not
you were
big,
getting big,
not, yeah.
like, and the quality of it, I was looking at it, I was like, the quality of my shit is 100 times better than this dude, and he's making money off of this, and I'm not. Like, what the fuck? Quite frankly, pissed me off a little bit. But like, I've watched since then, and like, the quality of your shit is way better
thank you.
than it was back then. Like 10, I mean, more than 10 times. Like, it's so much better. And, like, that's why I asked you if he was editing your stuff, because, like, seeing what you were producing before and what you're producing now is, like, a world of a difference. Like, I mean, it's mind-boggling to know that, like, you're actually doing that. Because, like, I thought you were this little fucking infant baby that was editing videos before, you know? Like,
I was.
But, like, you've learned and you actually know what the fuck you're doing now.
Oh, thank you.
So, like, that's pretty cool, right?
Yes. But dude, me and Johanna were just talking about this. There's a stand-up comedian I was just hanging out with, man. Like, dude, you got to realize, like, no one's doing it wrong. Like, if I make money first, but you're developing talent first, like, I'm going to have pitfalls too. Well, they'll be different.
And it doesn't even fucking matter, honestly. Like, the whole distraction of, like, what I was just saying and, like, worrying about, like, other people succeeding and you failing is, like, such a fucked up, like, flaw of mine and so many people in the world. Like, when you're busy, like, hating on other people because they're making it before you, I mean, like, you're taking your fucking focus off of you making it and, like, doing your shit, and you're all worried about these fucking people over here who have no fucking idea, like, that you're upset about what they're doing, you know? But at the end of the day, like, my story is my story. I'm gonna continue fucking doing this, and hopefully I eventually make it. If I don't, cool, whatever.
Bro, we all get all jelly, like, everybody is
I mean,
a little
that's
kid
the way
at
it's
some
the way
point.
we are.
That's
you
how we
know?
are, bro.
As we're humans. That's
I'm
emotion.
the same way in certain scenarios about aspects of yours. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so funny, man. Like, listen,
You're developing in different.
yeah,
different,
and I honor yours more a little bit in my mind. I honor mine too. I honor them all though, because the thing is you have to do them all. Like, that's the thing, dude. You're not a comedian, right? But to me, you're only in a sphere of comedy. Like, I know you're teaching people about. When I watch your videos, I don't learn. I don't listen to any of that crap. It's annoying. Like, I mean, it's only good because he does his funny stuff. He's like, whoosh, and there's like such cool effects, and he's in the new area. Though that's why I watch, because you create like a movie-esque quality thing that's undeniable.
And that's kind of where I think I think I've almost confused the algorithm, because I'm in the real estate category, but like my videos are being shown to people that don't care about real estate because of my personality and who I am. So I don't think I end up in the right category, like, just because of who I am, you know? And I think that definitely hurts as far as views and stuff go. But, like, eventually, if I keep plugging at that long enough, like, it's going to build into something, you know? It's just going to take time.
Something.
It's going to be a slow grind. But, like, once I get there, I mean, the quality is already there, you know? Like, I can very easily ramp up and start doing effects and shit again. It's just more of, like, when that time is right, I'll make that happen again, you know?
All things are possible. But what I'm trying to say is as I do research on, like, how to get my episodes closer to people like Tim Dillon's episodes, closer to people like Tiger Belly's episodes, Shane Gillis' podcast, what I have to do is I have to literally be a part of their same conversation. And I have a group to do that because I said I do comedy, and that's the sphere I'm in. What I'm saying, bro, is at least I feel you're comedy, right? And I do comedy, but no one is gonna watch it because you're not giving it to us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I mean, you've obviously been trying to, like, convince me to just, like, make comedy videos for probably 3 years now, you know?
So nice, too. That's the thing. I'm so nice.
I mean, it's...
Because I really feel those things. I wouldn't say them. And I still feel jealous, too. But when I feel I go, dog, you're killing it. It's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, so at the end of the day, back to kind of what we were talking about at the beginning, with holding a real estate license, there are a lot of rules and regulations that I have to abide by, that going a full comedic approach, I could very easily come up against fair housing violations and ethic violations, like National Association of Realtor ethic violations and
Clean
things
comedy.
like that. But I would have to walk such a tight rope
Nate
to do
Bargatze.
that. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, what has already pissed those people off. I mean, how minor that shit is, and, like, it would be very difficult to go down that road.
What's the other road? I don't know.
What I've been doing, but I think it's just going to be a slow grind.
Who are you going to hook up with? Like, when I get enough views, I know I can hook up with Milk Boys. because they do stuff that
Yeah.
sounds like what me and him do. We talk about the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like big titty girls. We talk about prison. We talk about wild stuff. You been with a tranny? Like we talk about things that probably pop up on Twitter a lot. You know what I mean? Like I have a group of people that I have undeniable numbers, you know what I mean? And I'm funny when they see it. They'll take me in.
I mean, shit. Is there even anybody else like
You?
Yeah,
Mr. Beast.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm trying to tell you. Are you going to join to something that's searchable, or are you going to Mr. Beast it? And I'm not saying you can't. I'm definitely not saying you can't. I just think that's a lot of pain.
Yeah, I guess I'm seeing that as you're saying this. Like, the whole, like, mix of, like, comedy and real estate that I've been going with. I mean, it really is kind of like there's a handful of people out there. Matt Lionetti is going to be the first person that comes to my mind.
Oh,
he's from Boston, and he's like a punk rock dude, probably very close in age as me. I mean, he's huge, and his entire thing is he's funny as fuck, and he's a real estate agent, and he sells like $1 million homes. He's a huge agent. He's on like all of the little talks throughout the country. I mean, he's had many conversations with Ryan Serhant, done many different events with Ryan Serhant, who's one of like the biggest agents in the world. I mean, the dude kills it.
He's straight-laced. You're saying a straight-laced one.
No,
he works with a straight-laced guy. Serhant.
I mean, Serhant's a straight-laced guy, but he doesn't work with him. But like, I mean, they've been on all the same like tours. I mean, touring the country, doing like these different realtor events and things like that. But like, he essentially, I mean, is like a slightly funnier version of me. You know, he doesn't have like the big holes in his ears, but he's like a punk rock dude that like sells real estate and is fucking hilarious. You know, there's a select few of us out there. He's the only one I can think of that really does like YouTube videos, and he doesn't even do that many. He just like virality is kind of what he does. So he does like Bohemian Rhapsody like remakes in like a real estate sort of regard, and it works. Like he's just funny, you know, and he mixes it in, and he's made it work. But that's literally the only person I can think of that is really like along the same lines of like comedy and real estate. But there's one proven source out there.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
So,
but then I feel like if you're gonna, I don't got no kids, bro. I know you love your little son though. So if I had a kid, if I had your son, I would imagine that you're like, I know how you are. So what I'm saying is like, what's more important? Like, do you think like I can feasibly go after this? How long did it take Mayonetti to get to where he did? How long did it take Mr. Beast? Can I go that route? Or maybe should I go another route?
So, I mean, the thing with my route though is like going down this route, it's a lead source for real estate while I'm going down this route. So as long as I'm producing content, it's going to bring in leads for real estate, and I'm going to get paid in that regard.
Dope.
While I'm trying to build, I mean, ultimately my passion is creating. You know, like I've never thought I was a creative person until I found this outlet, until I started making videos and making content. And that's like my form of creativity, you know, like I've got a really loud personality, and most of my life I didn't really like have that. You know, I was a shy kid that didn't know who I was, and in like the past 10 years, you know, all of that personality has come out, and I've like discovered who I am, and like that's what I'm passionate about, is like showcasing that and like creating content around that and making these videos and stuff. So like ultimately, if I got to a point where I was making enough money off of the content creation, like real estate, I would keep a license, but it would be like the backup, you know, like this is what I like doing. I like sitting in front of a camera and a microphone and making shit.
Yeah.
You know, so like ultimately, as long as I can bring an income in real estate to get me by until this happens, and I'm saying until, not when, or not if, because like eventually if I keep going, like it'll happen, you know. Like I mean, I'm not an idiot. I've got a personality to be in front of a camera. I have editing skills that are enough to get me to where I need to be, you know. And when I get to the point where like I've outgrown my skills, I just hire someone like I had before. I'll probably never find anyone as good as Eric Ladendorf. So, you know, fuck you, Eric, for leaving me. But, I mean, I hear you're doing great out there at DSDT.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you think is best. This is just how I see it for me, though, right? Because first off, I'm not saying you have to stop doing any of your content. What I'm saying is you need to
All right,
place it.
So let me stop you right there.
What?
So I approached you and I said, let's make something.
That is true.
How long has it taken before I approached you and did that?
One day.
Was I
one day.
not
all right.
was I not making a step to like explore
He's right.
by
I
doing
called
that
you out.
because
bitch
I did I've seen your growth obviously and I was like maybe I should get on Randy's show because it probably couldn't hurt at all, you know? And like ultimately like the mindset that I've been in like the last month since I've actually started creating stuff again is I need to get my face out there in whatever sort of way I can and connect with as many sort of people. I mean, I stopped going around shaking hands and getting to know everyone in the world like months ago, you know, and like my business has slowed down pretty drastically because of that. And now this whole like getting back in front of as many cameras as possible and getting into different conversations, whether it be about Pontiac, whether it be about whatever the fuck we're talking about right now, which is everything and nothing all at once. Getting myself out there is what I need to do, you know, and whether that's getting on your show and doing this and seeing if that works or, you know, continuing to do my videos in front of my studio at home. I mean, those do, you know, all right, but like it's not virality content, you know, but like it's just exploring many different routes and seeing what catches. You know, the Pontiac thing is working for me right now, and obviously I've lived there for 6 years. I love my community, and like Pontiac was something that I always had a preconceived notion on and had a huge stereotype that Pontiac was a shithole before I moved there. And that's like the same thought that, you know, almost everyone in the state has.
Me.
But like what I've been able to do just in the last month alone about like sharing the good side of Pontiac with the internet has been
nice.
pretty cool. Like,
it is cool.
There have been a lot of people that have like hit me up and they're like, I had no idea Pontiac had cool houses like this. And it's like, yeah, I know, because everyone just talks shit and like this person was murdered this day and like this person fell over drunk this day and she was robbed this day. But it's like there's good shit that happens there too, you know? It's not
there's
all
gems
bad.
everywhere.
It's an urban area. Like every urban area has crime, but it's also got cool shit, you know? Like downtown kind of sucks, but eventually it might come back, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, if I keep putting this out there, right, I'm bound to make a difference.
It's like this, bro. I make a post. He'll share my post if he thinks it's funny or something, right? Or if he's in it. And then Joey will see it, laugh, and he'll share something. And then, like, Leanne shares it. Because I'm in a comedy group. And I've built a group of people that, like, want one thing, right? They want to laugh, and they want to, ha! And they want to make it move, right? So then also, like, the owner of Gas Digital, bro, like, he hasn't talked to me yet, bro, but he keeps hearting, and he keeps giving me thumbs up, dude. I just don't know what he wants, bro. I don't know how much money, what do you want? But what I'm saying is I correspond with people in the comedy world, I think, because it's very clear. You go to Legion of Skanks, their group, you're going to see me posting there, and you'll see my people posting my stuff there.
Yeah.
Because I've forced myself into this community. If they like me or not, I don't care, you know? That is what I think would make things faster and easier.
Yeah.
But do you? Because I might be wrong, too.
Well,
it just feels right.
I mean, even from, like, what you're saying, like, finding groups that I could, you know, get myself in that conversation. Like, because, I mean, right now, realistically, like, when I make a video, I don't go out and post it to a bunch of different groups. And, like, if I become a part of all of those conversations and not just spammingly post my video to a bunch of different groups, but I'm an active member in those groups.
You
and
spam
then,
a
like,
little bit, too. Whatever.
But yeah, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, hey, guys, I just made this video. Check it out. You know, but, like, I'm an actual active member, and it's not just, like, I only show up here to spam.
Yeah, bro.
You know, like, and that's something that I haven't really done before as far as, like, being a part of, like, those groups and shit like that, and I definitely have not created one myself. I mean, multiple times I've created groups and then never done anything with them because, you know, that's what I like to do, get distracted by new shiny things very often and go start something and not finish it. But yeah.
So I'd say I would advise you, though, to join some types of groups. You have to be in a community, and you have to make sure that it's, because this is, like what you just said. You said maybe this will work. This will work in a bit, but not really. It's not going to work. Like, this isn't your thing. This ain't Joe Rogan, baby.
No.
I'm saying that's not how it works, bro. What works is every single day, you got to dig at a group, whatever that group is, of humans. If you want to make it Pontiac maybe. I've noticed that people around here is where I get the most hate. Like most people hate on us here because we're doing good and it sucks.
Yeah.
Unless we mess with them.
People that you grew up with and people from around here don't want to see you as anything besides what you were.
You too, bro. People hate when you're doing good on there. People in AA do. Bro, when you did the check thing, when you had the fake check, bro, that was genius. What I'm telling you is so many people still talk shit about you today. And what I'm telling you is that's good.
Yeah,
like you have to be in groups and stuff, or you need to be Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or a little both. I
Maybe.
think I need to do the work of the groups though. I mean, that's something I've never really done before. And that's, I mean, kind of like in that conversation, just like building community around like my personal brand and shit is something like I don't think I've spent enough time doing to really deserve what I want. And that's kind of like realistically the last month has been like a revamped, like I've realized like where I've fallen short and I've started trying to like climb out of like the hole that I fell into of basically just resting on my laurels and not fucking doing anything to work towards my goals. And that's kind of where I'm coming from now, is like trying to build that community again. And it hasn't been so much like in a group sense, but it's been a lot of like trying to go around and shake people's hands kind of thing, you know, like getting more involved in the community, things like that, going to different meetings within the Pontiac community and things of that sort, just because, you know, without people that love you or hate you, you've got no one to talk about you. And you need people to talk about you in order to grow.
Yeah, we just got to get 100,000 views. One episode, $3,000 and $9,000. That's the exact amount, and then he gets half. And that's a metric, right?
Wait, so 100,000 views
Yes.
pays you how much?
3,000 to 9,000, depending on how many ad breaks I decide to add in.
That's fucking legit.
So those are numbers, metrics, real ones, right?
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying is like, I want to have lots of sons. I want children, bro, and I need money. And you are a thing that inspires me. I see you work every day, you own your own business, and you have this little boy. It's an inspiration for me. So when I see like these little, you need to do this. You need to do it more than me. I don't even have the kids yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Another cool thing is with the kid. Once he has an attention span, the kid wants to be a YouTube star. Like, all he watches is Mr. Beast and begs me to make videos. But every time I get him in front of a camera, I can't keep him concentrated enough to make anything. He's just all over the place. But, like, seeing him want to do something that I'm so passionate about, it's the only thing that he gives a shit about that I'm passionate about. I have season tickets to the Red Wings. I got a second one for him. He hates hockey. Does not like it. Yeah, like just he's not into anything. I like bikes. You know, I've been into bikes my entire life. No interest in riding a bicycle, like at all. No hockey, no bikes. The one thing that he loves that I do is YouTube. He has a TV in the back of my car, and like he's always watching YouTube, and he'll always be like, "Dad, your video's up." And, like, Mr. Beast is his idol, you know? Like, he watches so much Mr. Beast and, like, wants to create so badly, which is, it's super neat to see that, like, just to see how that's, like, influenced him. So, like, maybe one day we get to the point where, you know, throw him on camera and start doing some shit with him, but...
Maybe. I mean, maybe he'll be good. You said you tried. Maybe he won't.
Right. I mean, right now it's just he's 6, you know? He doesn't have the attention span to, like, actually, like, make a video, you know, but he wants to.
But if you make $3,000 or $9,000 off it, and you bought him things, think of how proud he'll be as an adult. That's how I see it.
So yeah, and like Pokemon unboxing. That's what he wants to be. He wants to unbox Pokemon cards.
We need 100,000
grown ass men that make
that makes
like
money,
killer money, unboxing Pokemon cards. You know.
But also, I don't know. I just think it's a lot of time or something. I mean, if you got a system,
No, it's a lot of money up front. You got build up the presence as you're opening Pokemon cards, not making anything at the beginning.
Yeah, I know a girl named Jessica. Shouts out Jessica Reddick. She sells Pokemon cards. I mean, I see her posting all the time. It seems okay. You know what I mean? She says she makes okay money. Yeah. She said she made like $1,800 in a month or something. I was shocked, honestly.
But what'd you have to
it's
spend on
not-
Pokemon cards?
See, I think she got inherited Pokemon cards from her husband, if you will, because he was an old geek or something.
You inherit Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I mean, like, she's just selling his stuff and gets to
Yeah.
make the money, like, have her little business. What I'm saying is,
if it works, it works.
it's beautiful that your son wants to do it, but you're doing it. Join some people.
Yeah, we'll give it a
You
go.
want somebody to be like,
we'll
yo, man,
build a
this
community.
guy's great. You want that.
I've got that. It's you.
Yeah, I'm
all the
one
time. All the time.
peon.
This dude
peon.
right here. The only thing that keeps me going is Randy Savagery.
Wild. No, but like Johanna, right? That's a good example, I think, for him. Like, you need to meet someone like Johanna. Like, Johanna is a stand-up comedian that she just vibed with me, so she's like kind of like, oh, you want to do this? And then I'm out there meeting other people in the sphere. She's like, well, why don't you do your stand-up? Oh, now I might do another 5 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you got to force yourself to meet the people in the place you are. And then if they like you, it's like they force you to be better. It's weird, dude. Like,
Well, it opens up opportunities for you, and then you get invited into their circle, and then you fall into other opportunities and shit like that because you're expanding.
if you're whack, they'll kick you out too.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I'm saying you surround yourself with people that have to grind in that way. They're gonna see you're falling back. They go, hey man, what's going on?
Well, I mean, it's that whole like cliche of like if you're hanging out with a bunch of fucking poor people, like you're not gonna end up anywhere. You know, if you're hanging out with a bunch of successful people, like you're gonna find success yourself. You know, it's you turn into the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and if you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of content creators that are killing it, eventually you're going to end up in those situations that you're also going to kill it.
But you have to fall into a niche. You can't be.
Well,
I mean, unless you're Joe Rogan.
I mean,
you can't be like-
you're fighting it. You're fighting the idea because you want me to be a comedian so badly. But I believe I found my niche.
Okay.
I think
All
it's
right.
me in Pontiac, and I think it works.
There's no people.
But there are people. There are 61,000 people.
Is there a guy like
actually.
you who shouts your name out because he likes you? He likes your content.
I guarantee you I can get people to shout my name out because they like my content in the community. The last month alone, I've gained quite a few people that are literally loving everything I post, and it's been kind of shocking to see like what has happened just in the last couple of weeks.
Those are the babies.
Around my post, and it's like if I keep feeding those people,
What?
will
Those are the
eventually
babies,
turn
bro.
into
Those are the
something.
babies, though. I'm talking about someone who does what you do, who likes you, and they have a bunch of followers. They go, "Hey, man, this is fun."
We've already discussed this, though. There's no one in that category other than one person that I know of. I mean, I'm just going to have to Mr. Beast it in my own kind of way, man.
That's crazy. But if you
I mean,
think so, then do
What
it.
the fuck else am I going to do?
Why didn't
this is me.
Why don't you write a skit about selling something and make it funny and then post it on Just for Laughs like I do? I don't know any other way but my way, but you do it with rap. You just did a song with, should I say it?
Sure.
Yeah, you did the song with Kluner. You met him through my podcast. You connected on your thing. That's their thing because I don't rap. You see what I'm saying? Like you could get somewhere because you're amazing. You really are, and your content really is. But you want to do it 12 years? You want to go through like 13 years? Because like the best people right now did. The best people right now, it took them that long.
Yeah.
I'm just being realistic.
But it's like I don't want to be like somebody that I'm not, you know? Like, I mean, I'm not going to change who I am just to get big quicker, you know?
I don't know. I do. I do change.
I mean,
who,
it's
or not
like,
who I am, but the content I make.
Well, yeah, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I could go out and try and explore another niche that like works better and faster, but you know, like then it's a bunch more wasted time that I'm searching for another niche. And like I've tried.
Oh, you have tried.
I mean, I've tried to jump around and like find what fits, but like ultimately, like I have to abide by certain rules because of the whole real estate thing, and like I don't think like a full comic approach is going to like work and me be able to maintain my license. Like I don't think there's any way in hell that like if I were like if you had a real estate license, there's no fucking way. Like you would not be able to be a real estate agent and like have the content that you have.
Oh, not the content
Like,
I have.
No, like I mean,
No.
there's no, and like to walk that line, it just sounds exhausting. Like to try and balance the act of like being a real estate professional and like a comedy YouTube star, it's just like I would have to walk a fucking tightrope every day.
You walk it every day right now. That's what
It's
you
not
do.
like it would be so much worse if I was like actually a comedy YouTube channel though.
I can see that.
'cause it's
You know,
way
like
different.
it's
He could be clean though. He could make that decision, and he'll actually get a way bigger following than I ever will. Because then he could actually hit the masses one time and go on TV a little bit and all that crap. I'm just saying. You know
all right,
what? Don't do it.
What you gotta
never
do?
mind.
What you gotta do is you gotta just throw me a written proposal and let's check this out. Let's examine it. We'll sit down together. We'll discuss it. And if you can make this happen, and we go some clean comedy shit.
Yeah, that's what I can do for you. I can write clean things, and then I'll invite you to see if you want to be like an actor on it or something like that. That's all I can really think of.
I love acting and shit. I mean, the whole like short film that me and Eric did. Did you ever see that one? The one where I like got hit by a car and abducted by a crazy like real estate fanatic of mine, and he held me hostage, and I was in an adult diaper, and like that was like
dope.
That was probably my favorite thing I've ever done.
And no trouble for it?
No. I mean, it was still real estate related because I was a real estate agent that had like a crazed like fan that like just wanted me to list his home, but like accidentally hit me with his car and then kidnapped me and like held me hostage. Like it was pretty ridiculous. But like so it was for a short film contest, and it took a lot of time to make that video. But like that was by far like my favorite thing I've ever produced. It was just like, and it was, I think I discovered while making that I have a passion for acting, which I never really knew before. But like just the whole like Eric helped like design that whole skit, and then like just how easy it was for me to like memorize those lines and just deliver them in a way that like, you know, was far better than I ever would have imagined. It's just like, this is fucking cool. But I mean, I don't know, it's all kind of been a discovery process of, you know, finding my way through this, and eventually I'm sure I'll be somewhere with it.
You'll be somewhere.
Eventually. I mean,
It's
down
that,
here,
it's
up
like
there,
that.
it's just.
But
I mean,
I'm just saying.
let's get a written proposal. We'll sit down. We'll hash out details. You'll get me a pair of those yellow shoes, and then we'll go from there.
And I would literally do any of those things. What I'm telling you, though, at the end of the day, I can't help you. No one can help you except you. Chilling with people, talking to people, interacting with people. That's it. The right people, whoever that is. Like what you're doing here with me. That is the right idea, and then you're like, I'm gonna do more of them.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of like, I mean, like I was saying, it's making that effort to get out and start being in front of any camera that I can be. You know, like, I mean, this could turn into like, you know, one of your fans could see it and be in need of a real estate agent. I mean, you have no idea like where this falls, or you know, somebody else that sees this that's like, yo, I mean, that guy would be cool to talk to on camera, and you know, any of those connections you get. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this is nowhere near my industry, but like at the same time, the more faces you're getting in front of, the more opportunities for business you're getting in both like my professional career as well as like the YouTube career. I mean, getting out there and showing people your personality opens up opportunities, you know?
And in my personal opinion, I would never quit doing the real estate. I think the concept of always selling homes to whoever's watching you.
Yeah.
Fire.
I mean, it's kind of
fire, baby.
It's a perfect pairing. I mean, like the whole YouTube content creation and real estate. I mean, and there's not enough people doing it in my industry. I mean, there's nearly nobody doing it in the way that I'm doing it. Right. But like, I mean, like you said, I can just Mr. Beast the whole fucking thing. It won't be as hard as Mr. Beast because, you know, it's a smaller niche than Mr. Beast.
Oh, that's actually interesting that you say that.
A rhyme.
I kind of would think the other.
That it'd be more difficult?
I almost feel like, will we ever see another Mr. Beast again? Will we ever see like another Joe Rogan again? Someone who's going to get so much hold of the market. I don't even think.
I think the ship has probably passed. I mean, maybe
it's not on these platforms.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. On a new platform, maybe. I don't think you'll see anyone like eclipse Mr. Beast in like a YouTube type fashion.
No,
I mean, it'll be like a new thing that we don't know about yet, you know?
On a new platform.
On the TikTok.
Whatever the new thing is.
The TikTok.
Yeah.
But
after they ban TikTok.
You don't think one of the big boys is gonna like make a move or something?
Over there never works that way.
Okay. All right. Well, good. That's great. But I'm saying, when is that gonna happen? When's one gonna kick off again? I mean, we just had TikTok for sure. That one. And it came from Vine or whatever.
Yeah.
But like True Social, I forget the other one. There's like two other that I tried.
There's a whole bunch of them.
They suck. I mean, I'm not seeing anyone
Because
taking no
none of
down.
them are being original. You have to come up with something new. That's why TikTok killed it. They had the Reels, man. They started the Reels.
Yeah, they did.
And that's why they crushed it. They were the first ones, and they built a good algorithm. So it's whatever the next idea that we haven't thought of yet. Someone hasn't thought of it yet. Or created it.
Well, there you go.
It'll come though.
Oh,
And
definitely gonna come.
if you watch enough Gary Vee, you'll probably learn about it before everyone else because he's always
Love
talking
Gary
about
Vee.
the new
I love Gary Vee.
hottest social media platform out there. And he told everyone to get on TikTok long ago, and nobody listened. You know.
I mean, I listened. I was on there right away. Whatever. But
Yeah, but most people didn't.
I think it was a lie.
most people it was for 12-year-olds and refused to.
It is for 12-year-olds. That's the problem.
I just stay away from all that crap.
Right?
Like,
well,
if you're not selling-
your algorithm's going to put in front of you what you're interacting with. I mean, if you're
Yeah, but
interacting with all the 12-year-old girls, you're going to see all 12-year-old girls.
But
If
you might
you're
not want
interacting-
to. All right, 12's a little low. It's, for me, let's make it real. So mine, I know it's like 16, sometimes 17. I'm barely paying attention. I'm here to turn my brain off usually. And if they look like an adult female, I might click it or I might look. And then it's making them worse and worse. And it's sending me
The problem is you guys are thinking of it from the consumer standpoint. Because I could care less about the consumer standpoint because they have a good product.
Okay.
But we're the ones making the content. So you have to think of it from that perspective. And TikTok sucks for that.
They have crappy content.
Crap content, and it's so hard to get paid.
Oh, yeah.
You already had to blow. You already have to officially have blown.
Dude,
It's literally their metrics to get in.
did you see the Joe Rogan said it? What was that? It was like $400 for 10 million or something.
Yeah, it's not much either.
It was insane.
So what is the highest paying platform out there? I mean, does anything pay as well as YouTube?
People say YouTube.
I think YouTube you can get it up.
I think Spotify pays better.
Spotify.
But it's hard to grow that. Yeah. If
Do you? I mean, your podcast is on Spotify, right?
barely.
Okay.
I've almost never got.
I mean, probably the Apple one pays the best.
Does it?
I'm just guessing because their music one pays way beyond
yeah, you
everyone
said
else. It's way beyond everyone else.
See, and I look at podcast metrics, and he's looking at music metrics. So our metrics are not always the same, especially with Spotify, because like
no, Spotify pays crap for music, but
good
you
for
easily get the most views there. It's not even close.
but like 5,000 views there, which I get easy in YouTube. That people are making like $1,000, $2,000. Like ads come right to you.
Because I think theirs is off time.
Yeah, it's off the.
And that's not
it's
how
a
YouTube
bunch
is.
of shit. Remember, I looked it up.
Yeah.
They got their own SEO, if you will, bro.
Yeah. I mean, every single platform's got their own SEO, and
Yeah.
you got to learn way too much. What are your metrics like on
Of
your
what?
YouTube channel?
It's 180,000 overall.
Okay.
The average is 3,000 views per episode. Every 1,000 views, $5.69 is what it's at now. What else you want to know?
$5.69.
$5.69 every
per-
1,000 views.
I need to get to that.
That's what I'm telling you.
I just need to start getting 4,000 watch hours. We just need to get there.
Baby step. You got to
Soon enough. I remember like the getting to 1,000 subscribers was like pulling teeth, and then I got to 1,000 subscribers, and now it's like I'm at 1,800 without like trying to really grow that. But it's like
I hold you down at the beginning.
it's the whole thing with shorts and long form just not talking to each other. Like most of my subscribers have come from shorts, but like to be monetized on shorts, you need 10. I think it's like 10 million watch hours or something like that, which is just like unless you're going viral all the time, how do you get 10 million watch hours in a month? Like it's just very unrealistic. And with the algorithms not like communicating, getting people that watch your shorts to watch your long form, it's like, okay, well, how do I build this community that is so broken right now until YouTube fixes it and connects the dots, maybe?
Yeah, because I don't know how that works, but it's virality where I got my subscribers 100%.
Well, you popped at like, I mean, we talked about when you popped the last time that we met.
Oxford
and,
Shooter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. R.I.P. whatever his name was. Tate. Was his name Tate? I think his name was Tate. I can't remember. Whatever.
Well, no, that wasn't where your original pop came from, was it?
That is my
Yeah,
first
that
viral
was the
moment.
first one.
That was
Okay, but your first thing that you, maybe not viral, but you got like pretty decent. You talked about it when we did the podcast in my basement that we then removed because of a bunch of bad publicity that we probably shouldn't have removed. But you know,
already passed the
Eric.
pop. That was good for me.
Wait,
but I was already getting pops.
No, I mean like what you talked about in that about your ex-girlfriend.
Okay,
Wasn't
now I
that
know
where
what you're
you
trying to say.
wasn't that where you originally like had a small, not virality, but that's where you originally like gained like a decent following, right?
I would say that is where I gained the most following, yes.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is those pops are all due to the viral ones. And no, I didn't. It's not like I didn't plan it or whatever. But you can still. I look at it all the time. That Oxford one, I recreated that just a month ago on Twitter when they did the other shooting in Lansing or whatever. So what I'm saying is like, and I don't want to live there, but I'm saying that is duplicatable to a degree. And I watch that stuff, and that's how I come up with the ideas to make it happen again.
Yeah.
Even though I never know when it does.
Well,
Sometimes they suck.
I mean, it's doubling down on the content that worked, and when you find something that went viral, trying to recreate that and make something as similar to that as possible. I mean, I've done that in like the one reel that I was telling you about that got like a couple million views on Facebook, and I made like $300 off of Facebook reel or whatever. That was like, it was a pretty duplicatable reel. So it was essentially just a house tour, but it was a house tour in which like my client's face was shown in a very specific way to start the video, and that's like what grabbed people in. And then like I was able to recreate that on like probably 4 different walkthrough videos, and all of them did like extremely well, and was able to, I mean, generate enough views to where I made the $300 in a month off of that, when I'd never made money on any social media platform before that. But I mean, they just stopped working. Like that whole duplicatable process, it stopped being duplicatable. I mean, it just stopped producing like it was. But when you find those things and doubling down on that, I mean, what you're saying about the school shootings right now. I mean, anytime you find something that works and goes viral, it's probably going to do it again,
But for me, I have to get the story before either CNN and Fox does it. Yeah. So I did it again that way because I got an accidental Fox live stream, and then I screen recorded it. So I got all this crazy footage, them messing up, saying fuck, tons of stuff, right? So what I'm saying is that's a key.
Yeah.
Another key, the news has to be about to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I have to. I'm always tied to the news.
It's because it's something that's super searchable. I mean, current affairs is. I mean, kind of. That's why I mentioned the whole Trump thing before we started. Was I was assuming we'd talk about that because that's what's in the news right now, and I've noticed that's kind of most of your content is bringing up what is currently going on in the world.
You're right. So, but let me show you why that doesn't work. There's 100 articles out already.
Yeah.
And because they've been talking about it all week, there's no real identifiable place to place that content for it to spike with the news.
Yeah, but something that's super searchable like that isn't highly talked about yet is kind of what you've been able to get to work, I'm guessing.
That's it.
So it's hitting those current affairs before like the mainstream media grabs a hold of it and has, every news station in town talking about it.
Yeah, tapped in sources. And you want to know what that is, by the way? Random people I've never met that love my show. They send me articles of things. They send it already written out. They're like, you can just use this if you want to. They literally, I don't know what it is. They're little Nancy Drews, and they want to make a little change, and they will send me that. And it's just because of me communicating with the peoples.
Yeah.
But they're random, so I'm not going to actually attribute that to comedy and stuff. Because I don't know who they are. Like, they don't.
But I mean, they're people that watch your shit,
Yes.
and that's a community you've built. Whether or not you know who they are, it doesn't matter. I mean, like them watching and engaging in your content is you building a community with them. Whether you've ever spoke directly to them or not doesn't really matter because they still feel like they know you because they're watching your videos and your content all the time, And that's like any community you're building around any social media platform. Like those people are gonna feel like they're a part of your life to an extent because they're constantly commenting and engaging on your shit. And I mean, as long as you're giving them some form of love back, and
they are a part of my life.
And that's like one of the most important.
We're different. Me and him are different on that shit.
One of the most important things, like for me, is like when people engage in shit, is like talking back to them, joining the conversation, like it's so that they do feel that they are important. Because like I spent a lot of time making content, and if you're gonna take the time out of your day to like leave a comment or like continue to leave comments on my shit that I spend a lot of time on, like I appreciate that, and I want you to know that. Like the post that I was showing you before we started this that have like gotten quite a few views in like a matter of hours, every single person that shares that, I try to say thank you for sharing and like talk to them. And I mean that the one that I showed you before this, I mean, I posted that 3 hours before coming here and it's been shared 136 times. I've literally replied to probably 90% of those people, thanking them for sharing my video or for sharing my post. And like, it's community.
But
That's
not
good.
if they, not if they've done it, not if they do it all the time.
Because I thought that's just what we do. I talk to them, but just differently. Not like
I'm not in
that.
the comments with them.
Yeah,
bro.
you don't even do that.
I'm not doing the comments with you unless I've seen you a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
Then I do.
Yeah.
Well, and I think there's a lot of people too that like, as far as comments go, like you can't be expected to respond to people through the life of a video, but like the first couple hours, anybody that's commenting on that, like
normally,
respond to.
Yeah, I might be at the beginning. It all depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, but like, I mean, if it's a video you posted 9 months ago and people are still commenting,
No,
on it,
I'm not
like,
responding.
I'm never gonna reply to them. I'll heart it.
Yeah,
but
that's what I
I'm
do,
generally not going to like reply to it because it's like, I mean, I've got like a Flint video that like to this day, every comment I get is just like, I hear the water's poison there. Is the water still? And it's just like, I'm not gonna fucking reply to all you guys. Like, it doesn't matter. There's a house in Flint that one of my cousins bought as a flip, you know, like
but it makes the number better when I go on my analytics and make that engagement and I like that there's stuff going on. Listen, it's gotta be good stuff. When I'm on Facebook, like if I make jokes, mean jokes, if someone gets me, like they say something like, yeah, nigga, you fucking with ugly hoes and shit, and they got, I'm like, I do. Like I give them their cred and shit.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I want to be in there if it's what I need. It's savagery.
Yeah, so I mean that's different than like what I'm talking about. Like what I'm talking about are meaningless comments that like, yeah,
fucking
I mean,
bot shit.
Yeah, well, not even
Yeah,
bot
except
shit,
for
but
like,
just,
everybody I know does bot shit.
I hate bot shit. No, I get bot shit. I hate bot
I'm
shit.
saying a whole bunch of it's not bots.
Yeah,
I'm saying
no,
all
like,
my
I mean-
friends, all your friends, most of them reply with bot shit.
Really? Oh, you're right. You
Just-
mean the way we speak and what we put, you mean?
just
No,
shit that
they're
doesn't
just
matter
they're
at the end of the
statements.
day.
They're
Like
not,
I mean,
they're not a question. They're not like you're talking. You get to comment on all yours because people be like mad at you.
Yes.
All right, well, when they're not mad at you, for the most part, they don't post comments that even warrant a reply.
you're talking
They're
about
statements.
things that are
What do they
getting
say, just, like, thumbs
emotion
up or something?
involved in
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty much.
Or like a heart or like that like just something that doesn't matter about a reply. You're talking about something who like there's a lot of emotion in.
They say like so dope.
yeah,
That's
and
what
like
you're saying?
you've got
Okay.
something where like it makes a lot of sense to respond to that
emoji,
person
fire
because
emoji, fire
like
emoji.
But I'm saying
Yeah.
I get a lot of bots that do that, and that upsets me. I don't like when they're like, I know it's a bot. It's like, come promo on my stupid.
Well,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I just kind of brush
Everyone
those
gets that,
off.
yeah.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hate it.
But I'm saying regular people talk just like that half the time too. It's just
No, you're right. That is true.
Yeah.
But and on Instagram you have to, because if you say the wrong thing, you'll get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to speak in fire emoji. You know
fire
what I mean?
emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, thumbs up.
Yeah. See, that's why I like TikTok though, because
Strong arm.
they're mean in TikTok. Have you looking at how kids talk there?
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal. You're only there to get your lick in, especially in the drip section. But like, what I like though is if you say something bad, it won't let you post it. So I can't even get in trouble. I like that. Why don't they do it that way
I don't know,
everywhere?
I've never even discovered that. Apparently, I need to get meaner on platforms. I've never like had them not let me post something.
Well, yeah, you have a job where you can't. Bro, I say things, you know? I say things.
I mean, my shit's pretty clean. I don't even have like one strike on Facebook. Actually, no, I think I do have a strike from like saying fuck once or something.
I have so many.
I have 0 on Facebook.
Dude, I get so many views, and then they just lock me out all the time. I'll call him. I'm like, I'm off the book, dude.
I got in trouble on
I believe
TikTok
it.
once. That's about it.
I get it. I need it sometimes. I've said real mean things. I've gotten in trouble. I'm like, what did I say? And it's like this cunt bitching or dumbass. And I'm like, I was like, oh yeah, that's real. I didn't even try to hide it. I was like, I didn't do nothing. So I get it.
Emotions.
But it's also like that raw you being you is probably why a lot of the people love you, though. You know, like I mean, it gets you hate, it gets you in trouble from time to time, but like it's also why people like you. You know?
Yeah, and if I feel bad about it, I'll own up and apologize. Like I say things that are too far. It's a part of what I think conversation look like.
Yeah.
Learning look like. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, you want to give them your plugs?
My plugs, like these ones here out of my ears.
No, like the ones online so they can find you.
You guys wanna see my plugs? Here they are.
No, I don't.
No, okay. Well, on Instagram, it's just The Inked Agent. On Facebook, Chris Hubble, and YouTube, you can just search Chris Hubble. I think it's like youtube.com/Chris Hubble.
If they,
but I don't know for sure.
What would you, if you could have every one of my fans watch one thing, what is it?
One thing, probably the short film that I was talking about. It's called Finder's Keeper. It's on my YouTube channel. It's a short film that we did for a short film contest about a real estate agent that got hit by a truck and kidnapped by a crazy fan of his, all because he wanted him to sell his house.
And you think that's because of your proudest work, or it's the hardest crack that's going to move? They're going to get addicted to it.
It's funny as fuck, and you get to see me in an adult diaper, which is pretty comical.
Okay.
And it's really well done as well. All right. Have you seen this video, Randy?
I saw it. No, I saw your clip of it. You did a clip of it, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you did a clip.
If you haven't seen it, you probably should watch it.
I did not see it.
We got that or 666 Westbrook, which is the haunted house one. Both of those are really cool videos. I love them both.
Watch that one. I watched the heck out of that one.
That was cool.
So which one? Just say it.
Just fucking Finder's Keeper, the one I started with, all right? I loved wearing an adult diaper on camera. It was
that
great.
one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, me in an adult diaper, there's nothing you want to see more than that.
So
right?
that's the one I'm going to put down in the show notes. That's the end of the show. Wrap it up.
Yo!